Dear students, as I said in the last class, I'll show the GST tally, how to use GST in tally. Maybe you people aware about the new version of tally ERP 9 release 6.6, and today I will give another new version, that is Tally Prime. Nowadays Tally is called as Tally Prime. That means after Tally ERP 9 we can find new version of Tally Prime. And I will give those GST concepts in the Tally Prime. You can see here on the desktop. Now instead of Tally ERP 9, when we install Tally, it will show Tally Prime. And when you double click on this Tally Prime, it will open new Tally, that is Tally Prime. Even we will see what all modifications they have made. Now we will take educational mode. Now you can see the first screen of Tally. They have made so many changes. If it is educational version, here it shows. Then the company you can take. Okay, company menu, that is Alt F3, what we will use, that you can find here. Company menu. Then the backup, restore options. Then exchange, data synchronization options. Import options are here. Then the export options are here, email, print, then help. Okay, so these are the options you can find at the top. Then below that the close button is still here present, and F2 is for date, but you can see the format is changed. F2 date, F3 company. Okay, it will show the existing companies which are available, and even in this menu they have directly given create company, alter company, select company, shut company. That means this ABC company we can close by clicking on this shut company option. Okay, that company we can close. This will close all the open reports, vouchers and masters, etc. Do you want to shut the company? Yes. So the company is closed. Even in the select company, it shows the same options here. All the company list, all the available company list in Tally, and then options here. So create company, path, select from drive, all these options it shows at the top. Now here we will select or we will create one new company to see the GST. Create company. Now we can type company name. Maybe I will take GST company as new company name. Mailing name GST company. Maybe address Hospet Road, Sirsi, State Karnataka. Pin code, even you can type 581,401. Then telephone number, mobile, fax, email, website, currency symbol, it takes automatically. Financial year beginning from, books beginning from, so it is taking 1 April 21, books beginning from the same date. I'll keep as it is. Formal name, accept. Now, after the creation of this company, now only it will ask for the features. That means they are not given features button here separately. Directly it gives the features in the beginning, but anytime you can press F11 to take the features. And then now here, maintain accounts, yes. Bill wise entry, yes. Cost centers, if you want you can include. Maintain inventory, yes. Integrate accounts and inventory, yes. All these options are given. And if you want to maintain the information in batches, you can take this one. We will see about batches, budgets afterwards. Use discount column in invoices, you can take yes. Use separate actual and billed quantity columns in invoice, that means you can take actually you have billed for maybe 2 quantities but you want to show it as 3 quantity, that you can do by using this option. Enable GST, even that is enabled now. Now there is no VAT and CST, those options are not included. Directly they have taken GST. Since we have selected the state as Karnataka and it is in India and it is having GST now. So directly it shows the GST. Okay, and even you can take TDS, tax deducted at source, and tax collected at source. TDS, TCS options, you can enable those things, and then directly we can press enter to accept the changes. Now GST related company is open. Okay, in this new tally you can see the current period, it shows here. Now they have made it as beautiful tally look, they have changed. Then the current date, then the name of the company, it shows in this area, then the date of last entry in this area. This is left portion, this is right portion. In the right portion there is gateway of tally. Okay, masters, transactions, utilities, okay, and reports. 4 options they made. Instead of import there is a utilities now. Okay, and masters, if you select create, then it shows the accounting master, inventory masters and statutory details. Okay, you can add GST details by using this statutory details. GST details you can include by using Karnataka, regular, assess of other territory, GST applicable from. Even you can type GST. Maybe I'll type my GST 29 ACPF 5403D1Z6. Okay, it's not an actual one, but nearly the equivalent one, 15 digits GST. Then monthly or quarterly GSTR1, maybe you can fill monthly or quarterly, that you can select here. Then GST rate detail, all those options. E-way bill applicable, you can take it as yes. Then e-invoicing applicable, you can take it as yes or no. Okay, now we have entered GST detail. Even you can enter PAN detail, income tax number. Okay. Then in the accounting master, now they have given group. Okay, and here you can observe there is no single group, multiple group. There is only one option, group. And in the ledger, directly ledger, there is no single or multiple in the new tally prime. Then we can take the currency symbol. Okay. Then voucher types, directly it shows the different voucher types. Even you can create a new one. Now we will take ledger. Directly go for ledger. So what all ledgers are needed for the GST, that we will take first. So I need purchase ledger, correct? So purchase account. I will take it as a purchase account. Types of ledger, not applicable. Is GST applicable? Take it as applicable. Okay. Then set or alter GST details. Keep it as no. Type of supply, goods. Type of supply, goods or service. Now you can, in GST, service and goods both are combined. So, but if you are running service oriented business, you can take services. If you are running trade related business, you can go for goods. Then provide bank details. Even you can provide bank details here. Otherwise, it's not necessary for the purchase account. Then in the same way, create a sales account for the GST. We will take it as a sales account, not applicable, applicable, same way no. And for this one, goods, press enter. Okay. Now create input CGST, that is central tax. Even you can mention central tax or CGST. CGST under duties and tax, and take type of duty as GST. Now it will ask for the tax type. Tax type is input CGST, so central tax. Don't take percentage of calculations. So in the vouchers, depending upon the items, it has to take the percentage. So don't take the percentage here. But you can take rounding method as normal rounding. That is 0.50 above 0.50 as 1 and below 0.50 to the previous one. So rounding limit, you can make it as 1. Okay, then enter. In the same way, input SGST, that is state tax, duties and tax, GST. You can take state tax. Same way, normal rounding, rounding limit 1. Enter. Now, output CGST. Okay, for the sales tax purpose. Duties and tax, GST. Now again, central tax, 0% normal rounding, rounding limit 1. Okay, enter. Then output SGST, duties and tax, GST. Now state tax, rounding method, normal rounding, and limit is 1. And press enter. Now all trading related ledgers are ready. Now we will go back by pressing escape key. Okay. Then here there is a vouchers. Select vouchers now. You can see all the vouchers are ready. And here you can take contra, payment, even the screen type they have changed. Even the buttons, it looks smart now. Maybe Prime, maybe a smart tally. Receipt, journal, sales, purchase. We will take purchase now. So supplier invoice number, I will take maybe RGC minus 001. Party name, I will create party name by taking Alt C. Those shortcuts are same. Alt C, I will take Ruby group. Under sundry creditors, maintain balance bill by bill. Okay, that means if they are giving first bill on 1/4, again second bill on 10/4, then each bill when you are making payment, it will adjust the amount to each specific bill. If you take it as a maintain balance bill by bill, even you can set the default credit period. By that, it will give the reminder to collect the amount for the company. Check for credit days during voucher entry. That means at the next vouchers, just give the reminder on the screen that you can specify by using yes. Okay, then go on entering the things. Even you can take GST of that Ruby group in this area. Okay, and here you can take regular, composition, consumer, and unregistered. There are 4 parts, or unknown, any one. In this one, the composition part, in the GST, you are doing business only to the consumer. Only to the consumer. That means the person who is not having GST number. For them, if you are selling goods, then you are composition GST. That means you are in composition GST. Okay, that means selling to another GST person is not possible if you are holding for composition. Composition is only to pay the GST to the government. Okay, collecting GST is not allowed in the composition part. Okay, then the regular. In the regular, even you can collect the GST even you can pay the GST. That means you can take the items from GST holder, even you can sell the items to GST holder, even to the consumer. Okay, that means if you are in the regular, you can do the business to anyone, even to GST holder, even to the consumer. That means normal customer. That is regular. And the consumer is not having GST. For those person, consumer. Unregistered, they are not registered. Some people have not registered, like maybe the government has given limit up to 20 lakh, GST is not necessary. Those type of people, we will call it as a unregistered people. So you can select anyone. Okay. Now we will take regular. We can specify the GST of that Ruby group if it is available. Then set or alter GST details, no, and accept the changes. Receipt note number. What this receipt note number is? If you are maintaining inventory, when you are maintaining godowns, in the godown, you will take the items from the creditor. And when the item comes into the godown, we will give the receipt note. And when you are making the bill, we will check whether the receipt note is available or not. The meaning of that one is, in the godown, item is available or not. If item is available, then only we can take the bill. That is the concept of receipt note and the purchase. So if the receipt note is available, you can specify, okay, receipt document number. So maybe I'll take 1, 2, 3, dispatch through, okay, destination, then the carrier name or agent, bill, motor vehicle number, all those things you can specify here. So supplier, Ruby group, mailing name, address, if it is there, you can specify. Then purchase account, we have already created the purchase account, select that purchase account. Now name of item, now there is a item invoice, this is item invoice, so item allocation we have to do, and press Alt C to create the item. Maybe for example, I will take computer. Under is to create a group for the inventory. In the inventory, you can create your own group by pressing Alt C again. So create one group, maybe for example, computer comes under computer hardware. So we will take computer hardware. Under is not necessary. Whether you want to add all those items related to that. Taxability. So taxable. Whether it is exempted, nil rated or taxable. Maybe for some, maybe rice, there is no tax. You can take exemption. Okay. Otherwise, taxable. So integrated tax, totally CGST and SGST equal to how much? That you have to take it as a integrated tax. Maybe for example, for computer, integrated tax is 18%. Cess. So here there is one new word called cess. What that cess is? On the tax, if you are taking tax, then it is called cess. Already there is a GST, integrated tax. On that GST, if you are taking some tax, then we will call it as a cess. Why it is necessary? Like in the earlier part of GST, maybe there was some problems with the VAT and GST. That means VAT was less, GST was more. Then to overcome the problem of the taxation, government gave one concept called cess to overcome the problem of difference between VAT and GST. That they called it as a cess. So for the computer, it is not there directly. We can press enter. Okay. Now for the computer hardware, we took 18%. Then units. We need units here. Alt C. Symbol. We can take numbers or pieces. I'll take numbers, and here I'll mention the full name, numbers. Even you can take numbers as numbers, you can mention here. Number of decimal places. If you are taking that number into half, then you can go for decimal places. Otherwise, it is not necessary. Just press enter to accept. Now we have 18% for the computer. Again, entering GST is not necessary since we have taken for the computer hardware 18%. Again, for the item, taking GST is not necessary. Take GST at any one place. Maybe at the time of ledger creation, maybe at the item creation, or maybe at the group creation. Any one part we have to take the tax, not at all the part. Remember, otherwise there may be a problems in GST calculations. Remember, in any one part we can take GST. Then supply of goods, rate of duty if it is there. Yes. Now I will take computer. 2 computers I'll purchase for the rate, maybe for example 25,000. Amount may be 50,000. Okay. And press one extra enter to come out from the item allocation. Okay. Now we are in the ledger part, that is in the taxation part. Input CGST. Okay. Now it will not show all other ledgers. Directly it shows the taxation ledgers. Input CGST, input SGST. Automatically it is calculated since for the computer hardware group we have taken 18% GST. Okay. Then automatically it will take 9% for CGST, 9% for SGST. Then press enter, enter. Okay. And if there is a e-way bill number, you are sending it to some other part or some other location, maybe from Sirsi to Hubli. Then you have to specify e-way bill number that is needed for the toll. Okay. Okay, press enter. Even you can write narration. Okay. Now the purchase is over. I will take sales. Press F8. Sales. I will take Alt C and I will create one debtor, maybe Kumar, under sundry debtor, maintain balance bill by bill, 15 days credit. During voucher entry, check for the credits and all. Okay, press enter, enter, enter. Okay. Now there is a delivery note number. So in the purchase, we have seen receipt note. Receipt note, when it comes to the go down, items comes from the creditors to go down, then there will be a receipt note. When item goes from go down to customer, there will be a delivery note number. Okay. And when the item is delivered to customer or consumer, then we will take the sign on that delivery note, and the meaning of that one is that is accepted by that customer. Then you can give the bill, sales bill. That's the concept. Delivery note number I will take just for the dispatch document number, dispatched through, destination, area name, bill of lading, date, motor vehicle number. Okay, whatever the delivery note you are sending, that you can enter, and then his address and all, sales ledger, sales account, name of item. Now we have computer, we will take one, computer 1, rate, I will take 28,000, we have purchased it for 25,000 and we will sell it for maybe 27,000. Then press one extra enter. Okay, and then take the output CGST. Automatically it will take output CGST and SGST. Okay, now we have created sales voucher. Even you can check how the printout comes by clicking on print button or Alt B. So current, preview. Okay, how it looks. You can see the bill. So tax invoice, this is GST company, consignee, that is state name, and for the GST, the Karnataka code is 29, invoice date, dispatch document detail it shows, then the item it shows, then the quantity, okay, then the output CGST, SGST, and here the tax related information it displays separately, and the declaration, and then authorize signatory. Okay. Escape, press escape to cancel. Now we have created purchase and sales vouchers. Now we will see profit and loss account, how it looks. Profit and loss account, you can see we have purchased 50,000 items, sold 27,000 rupees items, that means 25,000 items, we sold it for 27,000. Again one computer is remaining which is of 25,000. Then gross profit is 2,000 rupees, net profit is 2,000 rupees. Even if you click on this closing stock, you can see inward and outward details. Two numbers are inwarded, outwards are one number, and the remaining is 1. Okay. Now we will see one more concept, even stock summary. It will show the current stock summary, group wise and item wise. Okay. In the GST. Now we will see reports, how the report looks. We will go to display more reports, and in that we will take GST. When we select GST reports, we can see different reports, GSTR1, GSTR2, GSTR3B. What this GSTR1 and GSTR2 are? If you press enter, we can see like how it looks. Okay, GSTR1, GSTR2, both are nearly same, and GSTR3B. Okay, here GSTR1, when the GST holder has to file GSTR1, maybe of 11th of next month. For example, you have made trading business for the month of April. Then May 11th is the last day to file GSTR1. And what is the use of that GSTR1? GSTR1 is for the purchases, what the sales you have made to another GST holder. GSTR1 is to give the report on all the sales you made to GST holders or to the customer. And by that, another person can take the advantage of input GST. Okay? Otherwise, taking the advantage of input GST is not possible for the GST holder. If you file GSTR1, maybe for example, make the assumption, you people are having one GST, maybe I am having one GST, I am selling some items to you, then I have to tell the government, I have sold these many items to this customer, okay, and maybe he will claim this much input GST. That we can tell to the government by the help of this GSTR1. That is the concept of GSTR1. We will tell the government we have sold these many items to these customers or to this GST holder person. Okay, that is GSTR1 and GSTR2 is nearly same. GSTR3B is summary of purchases as well as sales. GSTR3B is summary of purchases and sales made during 1 month or maybe 1 quarter. GSTR3B. In GSTR 3B, we will give the information about purchases made as well as sales made to the customers. GSTR 3B is for that purpose. And GSTR 1 last date is 11th of the next month. Maybe for the April, May 11th is last date. And for GSTR 3B, maybe the May 18th or May 20th is the last date. Sometime it will be May 18th, sometime it may be May 20th. But May 18 is the last date for the GSTR 3B. GSTR 3B we will see. So then it shows the outward supplies, okay, that is 27,000 rupees outward supply we made, and we have collected 4,860. And eligible ITC, ITC means input tax credit, input tax credit. When you made purchases, you will give the tax to some other person or to the government from your business. And that advantage, how much advantage you can take, that is 9,000 rupees advantage you have, input tax credit you have, that you can collect it at the time of sales. Whatever the difference amount is there, if the difference amount is high, that means ITC is high, eligible ITC is high compared to outward tax amount, then we can say that GST receivable. If this is high, outward supplies tax amount is high compared to ITC, then you have to pay the tax to the government. That we will call it as a tax payable. Even you can see the GST rate setup. For computer hardware, we have taken 18%. We can see that thing. Okay. For each item, what is the tax? That we can see. That is summary of tax rates for each and every item by using this option. And this option shows the unit symbol. Even party GST you can update anytime. Maybe I want to take the Ruby group GST. Regular, we will take party type, not applicable, but GST. 29 AACPF 5406 1Z7. Okay. Now we have taken GST for the party. That is updated. Now we will see GSTR2. Okay, GSTR1 and 2 are nearly same, and in GSTR2 you can see the report. Taxable amount, that is 50,000. B2B invoice. See, for the Ruby group we have mentioned GST, so it is considered as B2B invoice. Okay, business to business invoice. Even in the GSTR 3B, it will show in the same way, outward supplies and inward supplies. Okay. Outward taxable supplies other than zero rated, nil rated, liable to reverse charge, non-GST outward supplies, all those information it shows. Now daybook is same. You can see Alt F1 is for detailed daybook. So that is same for the GST. Thank you students. This is about how to enter GST in new Tally. This is the latest one now. Latest Tally, that is Tally Prime, and we have seen how to enter the GST details in Tally Prime. Thank you. God bless you.